Hey you guys, Steve Whipple, that's me for WHIPFIT. Clothes, I'm not a big fan. I try not to wear them as much as possible, but if you go to work, you probably have to wear them, and I probably. I've had a few questions about like what are some quick, easy stretching things that we can do at work, and they're both standing and seated because if you have a job where you get paid to lie down, I'm not going to help you with your stretching. You probably already have your own. But if you are at work and you're seated or standing, which are the other two areas of work, then these will work. Just find yourself a little area, either right at your desk, or if you can go to a space in your work environment where you can have a little bit of room. These exercises will not draw a lot of attention to you because let's face it, sometimes you don't like your coworkers, you barely want to talk to them as is. You certainly don't want to do a lot of stuff that will draw a lot of attention to you and make a conversation happen when all you're trying to do is something better for yourself. The flip side of that is if you love your coworkers, this is a great thing that you guys can all do together because it will benefit all of you. It probably will even improve the work environment because people will feel better. A little bit of stretching throughout your day or once a day is so helpful. It keeps you from being like really stiff. It takes you out of your routine. It gives you just a few moments to breathe, which is always good before a work day continues or even speaking. So just try it, you know? So let's start with the standing stuff. Find yourself a little bit of space, stand up nice and tall, roll your shoulder blades onto your back, and then just start to roll out your neck. So if you've taken my classes before, either here on YouTube or in real time, you know I think pain is bad. The whole point of stretching is to make yourself feel better. So if something doesn't feel good, stop doing it, and it probably doesn't make any sense to force something that's not going where you want it to do. So after you roll out your neck, roll out your shoulders. You can do one at a time, you can do both. Forward and back. And make sure you breathe. Like give yourself these few moments, these minutes if you will, to like deepen your breath, clear your mind, and just take some time for yourself, okay? So we hold a lot of tension in our neck and our shoulders, so even just that will help your work day. Then take your head over to the right and just hold. If that feels okay, one hand can come on this shoulder, one hand can come up and over by your ear, and then just gently add a little bit of pressure on both. Take your head over to the other side, same thing, lean first, then add in your hands if you want a little bit more. And then bring that back to the center, head back at the center, and then just take that head, look over to the right, and just hold. Exhale. Every time you exhale, you guys, your exhale will get you a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper into what you're working on. Head to the center, over to the left, just hold, exhale. Back to the center, drop your head back and look up. And then chin to your chest, look down. You can sweep your chin side to side toward each shoulder. And then standing up nice and tall, raise those arms up right up above your head. Whoa, okay. Belly shirt, nice. Back bend it if you want. Back bends are super good. And then come back up nice and tall. Both arms lean over to the right. Up nice and tall over to the left. Up nice and tall again. Bring those arms down by your side. You can always roll your shoulders out more. You will find what works for you and what you want to add more in. So just go for it. Just go for it. As long as there's no pain, you can't do this wrong. Right arm will go out to your side. Pull it across. Intersect it with the left. Try to keep that shoulder from rolling up here. Try to keep it down, parallel to the floor. Wiggle out your fingers. Open and close your hands. Roll out your wrists. You'll be amazed how these little movements can really help within the course of your day. Grab that elbow here on the front and take that arm up and over to the center of your back if it will go there. Remember, if that's not going to happen for you, don't force it. It's way worse. You can combine things, adding a little bit of a back bend in there if you want. Take that left arm out to the side, same thing, pull it across, intersect it with the right, fingers, wrists, open and close your hands. And then take that elbow up and over behind your back again. Lean back if that feels okay. Nice, let that go. Nice, big inhale, reach those arms up nice and tall. Exhale, fold right over, drop your head. So, if you have a little bend in your knee, it's just fine, you guys, but straight legs, ideal. Try to get those toes, drop your head, let your neck go. And then you could nod your head no, shake your head yes, make little circles, look left and right, anything that feels good. Because when you are folded over like that, that's your inversion that you would do like in down dog and yoga. And you do inversions because it reoxygenates your blood. It sends it in a different direction. And when you do that, it freshens up your blood. It kind of makes it work better for you. It's a little bit cleaner. So you kind of might even feel a little bit of a lift from it. So inversions, they're a good thing. That sounds like Martha Stewart. Maybe she did these when she was in prison, right? Yeah. Yeah, good thing we got Martha. Drop your head. And then I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this. So if you're doing your nice fold with a flat back, pressing your knees into your chest, then make your back nice and flat and look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Nice. One more time, fold it over, and then roll it up super slow, one vertebrae at a time. Your head will come up last. When you get up here, make it feel good. Roll out your neck and shoulders some more, and then take those arms nice and wide. We're going to hug it in. Open up that chest. So take those arms as far back as you want, and then just hug. This is a lot of upper body. We're working shoulders, triceps, little biceps in there, chest. We've done some back with our back bends, some neck. So we're working on our upper body, lower body's coming next, okay? If you want to do a little bit of balance and you have some room, tree is really nice, and there's options for tree. Also, the first option is if you are unsure about your balance, grab your tabletop, grab a countertop, grab the back of a chair. If you want something to stabilize you, do it. You have one hand that's right there, go ahead. Otherwise, you can take your heel and make a kickstand right on your ankle. That's your first one. So your second option is anywhere above your knee. And as you can tell, I'm not wearing shoes at work. Nuts. But you can do these with shoes. I've done tree with shoes before. Or your foot can go down below your knee. It just can't go on your knee, you guys, because you're pressing against your own foundation, and it doesn't feel good. I'm going to adjust the camera just a little bit so maybe you can see more about what I'm talking about. So you can do your heel on your ankle right there, below your knee, anywhere above your knee. So once you find where you want to be, tighten your core, hold your abs, and you can stay right here if you want. Hands can come to your heart in prayer again. If you want, you're holding on to the side of a chair or a desk. And then you can also bring those arms up nice and tall and grow your branches. And that's your tree. So I'm going to adjust the camera again. Because it's just me. Low production value, I got it. But it's just me. And then do the other side. Do your tree on the other side as well. So kickstand above or below your knee. Try to make it match, but one side of the human body is always stronger than or more flexible than the other, so it might not match, and it's okay. So breathe, enjoy your tree. Tree is all core. Bring those arms down, and then step out of it. Nice. You can do some calf raises. Since we're doing lower body, I'm just going to do this. You're just not going to be able to see my face for a little bit. Probably some of you are like, aw. Some of you are probably like, thank God. So, calf raises, you guys, super simple. Just come up onto your toes and squeeze, 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 squeeze. Stretch out those calves. And then hamstrings, you can go to a flat wall. You can go to the back of your chair, like use a chair leg, I'll show you. Or you can just plant that heel and have those toes in the air. Or you can press it up against something and then slowly lean into it. Straight leg, you'll definitely feel that stretch out your hamstring. Especially if you actually have a shoe on, because that will be more of a support and give you more of a foundation than just toes. Plant one heel, then do the same thing on the other side. Plant that heel, walk into it just a little bit, keep that leg straight. Good. And then if you want to do a little quad work, you can just slide that hand down, find that ankle, and pull that leg behind you. You want to think about getting your heel as close into you as you can, okay? So press that heel into your butt. Stretch it out, same thing on the other side. Stretch out those quads. Good. So see, all this doesn't really take a lot of time. It just takes the effort and the ability to remember to do it for yourself. That's where I'm at lately. I have all these great things. I just keep forgetting to do them for myself, even when they're things I want to do. So finally, you can take your fingers, wrap it around one knee, and pull that knee up into your chest. And then you can roll out that ankle, point and flex those toes. It feels really good. And then same thing on the other side. Pull that knee in, get your thumb there around that knee too. Point and flex those toes. Roll out that ankle. Good. And then you can just end it with some nice side twists. Let those arms open up. Think, I guess, Wonder Woman. Of course. So that's all your standing stuff. There's so much more. Obviously, a whole yoga class is basically standing stretching. So that's one option. So now let's do our seated ones, like if you're at the office and you have a chair job. So let me find the right camera angle. Sit up nice and tall in your chair. I hope you're all having a good day at work, by the way, as well. So sit up nice and tall, feet are nice and flat on the floor. You can start the same way with a lot of those things that we did on that last one standing. You can roll out your neck, you can roll out your shoulders. You know, you can do your arms up, go to one side, go to the other side. A back bend in your chair is really nice. Arms come up and then just fold over the back and lift your chest up. You might even crack your back. I've done that a few times. It feels nice. And then up nice and tall. And then let those arms come down right underneath your knees, and then try to get your fingers to intersect right there at each of your elbows. See how they're grabbing right there? Pull on your legs and drop your head. So pull your legs into your chest. And then let that go. Come up. You can plant one heel, just like we were doing before. So plant that heel. Inhale as those arms come up. Big exhale as you fold. Try to get those toes. If you can't get your toes, it's no big deal. Breathe. Switch it out. Same thing. Plant that heel. So, are my feet clean? Not bad. Plant that heel. Inhale. Arms come up. Exhale. Fold. Again, straight legs are great. If you have bend in your knee, it's just fine. And then sit up nice and tall. Take those arms off to your side. Imagine you're between two panes of glass right here, right in front and right behind. So that's going to keep you up nice and tall. Fingers point right down to the floor and just try to reach the floor on each side. A little bit of side oblique action, okay? Really simply, those are your side abs, if you will. So reach. Reach. Keep it nice and tall. Don't fold. Reach. Good. And now let's do cat and cow. So this one I really like. So I'm going to scoot my chair to the side so you can see what it looks like. So scoot to the edge of your seat so your butt's closer to the front of your chair than the back. Hands are going to go on your knees. And now bend your elbows and pull your chest forward. That's where you inhale. Look up. That's your cow. And then exhale. Press it back. Curve your back way out. You can even slide a little bit to the front, chin to your chest. That's your cat. So inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Exhale. Keep that one going. That one feels really good. So do your cat and your cow. Excuse me. You can cough at work, yeah. Excuse me. All that good work coffee. I don't know. We already did the leg extensions, calves. You can do just right here in your seat. Come up to your toes and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. One more maybe. Sitting right there at the edge of your chair still, grab one of those ankles and stack it right on top. So if you grab your left ankle, stack it on top of your right knee. Try to open that leg up parallel to the floor. And this is plenty. Working on a little bit of a hip opener on one side. You can stack your arms if you want to do that. I hope you're having a good day at work. Did I already say that? Then I hope you're having a really good day at work twice. And then if that's enough and that's good, back off from it. If you want a little bit more, one hand comes down through the center, one hand comes down on the other side, and slide those hands down that leg. You might get down to the floor, you might not. Breathe, remember, exhale. And then come on up. And that same quad move you can do, we'll get the other side. If you scoot over to one side, slide your foot down, find that ankle, and pull that leg back right there in your chair. If you've taken my chair yoga classes before online, you know that this is a favorite. And I really think it is really good at activating that quad. And then switch it out. So then bring that right ankle on top of that left knee. Start with that little bit of a hip opener. Open it up to the floor. Stack it just to give it a little bit of help opening up. And then take one hand on one side. One hand goes down and through. Nice big inhale. Exhale, fold. And then let that go. Come on up. Scoot to the edge of your seat on this side. Hand slides down that right leg, find that right ankle, and pull that quad back behind you. Just like when we were standing, try to put that that heel as close as you can in toward you. And then let that go. Final one that I like to end with is one of my favorites. So swing to one side of your chair, sit up nice and tall. One hand is going to grab the back side of your chair, so right hand grabs that side, left hand grabs the other side, and then just twist into your chair. And then swing around the other side. Depending how your office is set up or whatever, maybe you can even twist all the way around and talk to that coworker you never get to talk to. Oh, hey Sheila, yeah. Did you hear about Cindy? She's getting fired. Oh, yeah, she hadn't. We all knew. Come back around to the front. Damn it, Cindy, I liked you. And then anything else you want to do, always add in more stretching for yourself. I don't know how long that took, but if you took them apart separately, each one was maybe 10 minutes. So, you're worth 10 minutes out of your day to make yourself feel good. And I'm telling you, you're going to have a better work day for it, no matter how you slice it. It's just, allowing yourself the time to do that. Also, a really easy tip that I find helps with my work day, drink water. We drink a lot of coffee, to get our day going and stuff like that. Coffee's wonderful, but it also dehydrates. So give yourself water throughout the day. If you find yourself with headaches, sometimes some tightness. You know, there's some other ones I can't think of. A lot of it just has to do with water. So drink water, okay? That's all I got for today. Aloha and do it. And, you know, they haven't fired Cindy yet. So, you know, if you see her, don't let her know that they're going to do it today. Have a good day.